The next morning she was taken ill. Now because she had overstrained herself by singing and thumping the drum a day before, and she had got so overexerted herself that she fell ill. It was a mild fever, and the doctor told us that it would go. So it was just a mild fever, and the doctors told them that it would go, not a big problem. But my grandmother thought differently. She told us that her end was near. But somehow grandmothers told them that her end was near. That means she was going to die. She said that since only a few hours before the close of the last chapter of her life, just few hours before she was going to die, she had omitted to pray. She was not going to waste any more time talking to us. She regretted because on the day when her grandson had arrived, she had not prayed. So she regretted that. So to make amends for her mistake, she devoted rest of the time till she died in praying to God. So she stopped talking to everybody, and because she did not want to waste any more time in talking, she wanted to just pray and pray. We protested, but she ignored our protests. They wanted her to take proper rest so that she could get well, but she ignored our protests. She ignored them completely, all the requests. She lay peacefully in bed praying and telling her beads. She was not listening to anyone, and she was lying on the bed and she was praying and telling her beads continuously. That means she was continuously meditating. Even before we could suspect, her lips stopped moving and the rosary fell from her lifeless fingers, and she died like that only, while praying only. A peaceful pallor spread on her face, and we knew that she was dead. The moment she died, a peaceful pallor, that means paleness, spread on her face, which seemed to be very peaceful. So the author has written here, peaceful pallor, as if very calmly she died. We lifted her off the bed and, as is customary, laid her on the ground and covered her with a red shroud. So when a person dies, what happens? It is customary in the sense it is according to the traditions, or you can say religious ritual, that the dead body is lifted from the bed and kept on the ground. So same thing they also did with her dead body. They lifted the dead body of the grandmother and put it on the ground and covered her with red shroud. That's the cloth which is used to cover dead bodies. After a few hours of mourning, we left her alone to make arrangements for her funeral. For a few hours, they all were grief-stricken and crying and wailing, showing their grief. After that, they went to make arrangements for the funeral, for the last rites. In the evening, we went to her room with a crude stretcher to take her to be cremated. So this is again customary to take the dead body on a crude stretcher to the cremation ground or to the cremation point. Cremation in the sense to be burned, the body is burned there. The sun was setting and I had lit her room and veranda with a blaze of golden light. Sun was setting and the blaze of golden light was falling into the blaze, in the sense glow or gleam or bright light, shine of golden light was spreading all over in the room, in her room as well as in the veranda. We stopped halfway in the courtyard. What did they see? All over the veranda and in her room, right up to where she lay dead and stiff. Her body had become stiff. After a person dies, body becomes rigid. So she was, she lay dead and stiff, wrapped in the red shroud. Thousands of sparrows sat scattered on the floor. She was surrounded by thousands of sparrows. There was no chirruping. On the other days, they used to chirrup a lot, make a lot of commotion. But when the grandmother had died, they were not making any sound. They were scattered all over the veranda and the room and a room, and in the courtyard, but they were not making any sound, as if they were also grief stricken. They had sensed the loss. We felt sorry for the birds, and my mother fetched some bread for them. She broke it into little crumbs, the way my grandmother used to, and threw it to them, because Khushwant's mother felt very sorry about them. She did the same thing which his grandmother used to do, but the sparrows took no notice of the bread. They were not bothered about the bread at all. They didn't eat the bread at all. When we carried my grandmother's corpse off, corpse means dead body, they flew away quietly. They all flew away, as if they had come there to pay their last tribute to her, as if they had sensed what had happened to her, as if they were, all sorrow-stricken. Next morning, the sweeper swept the breadcrumbs into the dustbin. That means no breadcrumb was touched by those birds. So, as if by observing silence and by not feeding on the breadcrumbs, they had paid their last tribute to her, like that. So, this is all about the portrait of a lady.